Welcome back, once again, to Let's Play Robotics Notes Elite. In the last episode, Kaito was at Akiho's side when she experienced yet another one of her so-called attacks, not necessarily a panic or anxiety-induced attack, but a strange phenomenon that Kaito has coined fast forward or FF, which may or may not have anything to do with time dilation, although it's certainly a symptom, where for Akiho time essentially speeds up, whereas for everyone else it looks as if Akiho has completely slowed down to a crawl, at least in terms of behavior and mental capacity. But as with previous times in the past, Akiho's quote-unquote attack came and went, rather in a timely fashion, according to Kaito. But once that was done, Kaito went to focus on the big problem that he has with the upcoming Robo 1 contest, in that he really needs to have the control scheme set up to those of Kill-Ballad, and unfortunately the only way to do so would be to acquire the source code from none other than the game's creator, Fraukoujiro. And as luck would have it, they were matched up again, but Kaito made the grievous mistake of posting his personal details online, which, believe it or not, is a big no-no, especially in internet circles. And as a result, completely expected, Fraukoujiro logged off without even a single reply. And to make matters worse, in addition to there only being 2 days left until the competition, Kaito and Akiho are still slogging their way through the exams, as evidenced by Akiho's enthusiasm, or lack thereof. Akiho is face down on her desk, groaning. She's holding the Honorary Prez's giant manual. I'm guessing she's been reading it all morning, ignoring class, much to the ire of the teacher who is lecturing this class, I'd wager. The Prez's programming is all printed and organized in the operation manual. That's Mizaki for you. Akiho has a dejected look on her face while she flips through the notebook.
このプログラムを新しく構築するなんて1日でできるわけないよ。
Yeah. We needed at least a week to be able to code or recode the controls. Clearly, it was obvious by this point that we didn't have that time to begin with. Akiho declares her surrender in the empty classroom after the day's exams. Well, at least we don't have to worry about an angry teacher. So, again, silver lining, I suppose. Yeah, as long as the controls were configured to those of Kill-Ballad, Kaito could pilot the Honorary Prez. Yeah.
じゃあ、東京行きもやめるってことで決まりだね。
Yeah, we can just stay here, say goodbye to the Robotics club say fairly well to Gun Build 1 and say goodbye to, yeah, a lot of things. Now that that's all settled, it's time to eat. Because Kaito doesn't give a fig about anything other than being number 1 at Kill-Ballad. And as he so cheerfully pointed out, he has no ambitions beyond that. He has no future beyond being the number 1 ranked person at Kill-Ballad. He probably won't even bother to defend his title. Oh well. I stuffed my cheeks with the curry bread I brought in earlier in the day.
それはやめない。出場さえすれば 1% でも優勝する可能性はあるし。
I think our chances of that are more around the 0.5% mark.
言うと思ったよ。ほんと諦め悪いところは厄介というかめんどくさいよな。
I want to talk.
今のまま出てもアキちゃんが赤っ端書いて終わりだと思うけどね。
はい。
Akiho quickly stands up and faces me.
オペレーターやってくれるって昨日言ったよね。
That was kind of a spur of the moment thing. She firmly grabs both my shoulders and clings to me as tears begin to form.
言ったよね。
条件付きでってところが抜けてるよ。
昨日の会はあんなに優しかったのに。
Yeah, those moments are few and far between and very fleeting.
ダダをこねないように。
会に少しでもロボ部を思う気持ちがあるのなら。
Which unfortunately he doesn't.
ないね。
Yep, he's pretty much a bland, boring, one-dimensional individual.
これっぽっちも
Not even worthy of main character status, although he doesn't care one way or the other.
俺に言うことを聞かせたいなら勝負か条件を達成するかそのどっちかだよ。
Akiho hastily whips out a phone droid.
一回でも勝てばいいんでしょ。だったらこれから本番まで36時間くらいずっと付き合ってもらうけど。
I think this is going to be 36 hours until absolute pain. 36 hours of absolute pain train. And not in Akiho's favor. So that's her strategy. Just bludgeon herself against the brick wall until she wins a single victory. Of course, the gap between our abilities is wider than the Amazon River, but it's possible that after a bunch of matches, I could make a mistake and she'll get lucky. There are no absolutes in fighting games, after all.
まあいいけど、アキちゃんの心が折れても知らないよ。
カイって本当に容赦しないからな。
I quickly finish my curry bread, then thoroughly wipe my hands with a wet wipe.
じゃあ始めようか。それとも場所移動する？
いい。まずはここでやる。
Akiho's pretty worked up. I grin and pull out my phone droid. Yes, indeed. It's that time again. There's a reply or a message. Well, I'm assuming it's a reply because it's different from the message from
どう
before.
したの？
Or the icon, I should say. A message. What's it from? Curious, I open it. Apparently, Fraukoujiro has actually concocted some kind of program to help us, but yeah, there is a cost. Of course, what doesn't have a cost? And also, don't think that I didn't notice the tips flashing overhead. There were quite a few of them. Necropost. Net slang used in the 2000s to respond very late to an online forum. Never heard that vernacular before. Up, also net slang used for upload. Used when uploading pictures or videos online. That's what I do. Giovanni did it in a night. A line from a manga that was popular at the time, used primarily in a complimentary manner when a high quality product is made in very little time. Too airs, short for too easy. When used toward oneself, it's used to brag, but when used towards others, it becomes an expression used to belittle them. LOL. Net slang originating in the 1980s. Huh, that's, wasn't expecting that. Short for laugh out loud. By inserting lol into the middle or at the end of a sentence, the speaker can convey that they find the situation humorous. On message boards, typing them out in succession, LOL, OL, allows users to strengthen the expression or to indicate that they're mocking another user. For example, ha ha ha, LOL, sure, LOL, OL, that's a lot of them. Variants include LMAO, laughing my ass off, or ruffle, rolling on the floor laughing. Gimme, net slang originating in the 2000s, means give me. I'm pretty sure that vernacular was around long before the 2000s. Well, looks like that Lifeline has come through. Wait, what the hell? The message is filled with all sorts of bizarre terms that I don't recognize, but I still somehow managed to get the gist of what's written. Yeah, especially considering the fact that Giovanni is the only thing that actually has capital letters in it.
会
And there's a lot of text vernacular as well.
Kill-Ballad 操縦システム実現できるかも。
Yeah, but we need the money to buy the parts to be able to do that. I mean, we've got the program.
アキちゃん、このパーツ揃えられる？
Yeah, that is the important question. I show Akiho the parts listed at the end of the message.
どうかな。ロボクリニックに行けば揃うのは間違いないけど、在庫が今あるかどうかは聞いてみないと。
Yeah, it's possible that Doc Fujita might have them on hand, but the question then comes, how much are we going to have to pony up?
ねえ、このメッセージの人誰？
Oh, just somebody who just happens to be the creator of Kill-Ballad.
キルバラの作者。ダメ元でソースくれって頼んだら、ソースどころかプログラムを作って送ってきた。
In other words, unless, well, if we can get the parts and everything all sorted out in just one day, we should be fine. At least as far as making it to the competition is concerned.
風が吹いてきた。これはたぎる展開だね。
And probably Kaito as well, never expecting Fraukoujiro to throw him a lifeline there. Akiho is so excited that it's genuinely hard to believe that she was just clinging to me in tears. Even I never expected such a convenient turn of events to go down like this. Maybe it never occurred to Fraukoujiro that you could actually use the controls of Kill-Ballad to control a real-life robot. Until now. It's a little too hard for me to be happy though. Who knows what Fraukoujiro has in store for me. Well, we never actually met them in person, so... Well met, Fujita. And also, this is the first time that we've actually entered in here without him playing his trademark rock music.
どう？
You can't rush a professional there, Akiho.
焦んな。今やってんだからよ。
Indeed. Doc's never done stuff like this for the Robotics Club before. That's because the Robotics Club has never asked them to do stuff like this before. Nearly 6 hours zoomed by after explaining the situation to Doc. It's pretty late. The date's about to change. Doc keeps saying interesting while he helps install the parts. Self-proclaimed robot doctor's skills are a thing to behold. He also lent us a laptop, but quickly took it from Akiho due to her slow programming. Watching you's killing me. Give it here, he said. Now he's doing it himself, which is definitely helpful for us.
ねえ、ドク、全部ドクがやったらうちのやることなくなっちゃうよ。
Better to have a professional than nothing at all there, Akiho.
お前みたいな小娘に任せてたら終わるもんも終わらねえだろうがよ。
そうだけど。
Akiho just wants to be useful, however she can.
任せといた方がいいよ。アキちゃんよりよっぽど信頼できるからね。
We can, Kaito. I'll let Akiho pout by herself for now. Doc's fingers move like water as they glide across the PC keys. He must be a very skilled touch typist. The PC is wired up to the controller board on the Honorary Prez's back. It's basically the Prez's brain. You load the movement control program into it from the PC. Generally speaking, this is where the overall quality of a hobby robot is determined. Not that I have any clue about what all the program text and numbers on the monitor mean.
ま、こんなもんだろう。
Very well then. Excellent service there, good sir. Look at this old rocker. He's usually snide and cold, but he's clearly in a good mood today. Yeah, this is probably the most interesting thing he's done all year. Is he enjoying this? Well, his expression may not look any different from before, but I think I can feel an aura of pride and self-satisfaction emanating from Doc right now. A well-earned aura, I should say.
動かせるところまではやっといた。後の細かい調整はオペレーターの好みになるだろうから好きにしな。
So basically, in a nutshell, all Kaito has to do is remap the buttons to his specifications, and then we're in business.
早速動かしてみようよ。
Probably now is probably a bad time to ask whether or not Kaito uses WASD. Akiho pulls the USB cable out of the Honorary Prez and stands it up on the floor. She then flips the power on.
カイ、準備いい？
That sound clearly indicates that the servo motors are in good condition.
待って。
I need to start up the app. I've already downloaded the Kill-Ballad System 2019 app that Fraukoujiro told me to.
まだ？
早くしろ。
Hold your horses. Things are going a little bit too far. Oh, do we have to do it ourselves? I don't know. Okay, fine. By me, I'm just checking through Twibo here as I continue to waste time. Getting pumped, no time for tests. Mine was horrible. Played 1 hour, 18 wins. Woo, max hype. No, that's that. Okay, I thought I had to do something there, but apparently not, which is kind of disappointing. I thought I was going to be able to. I thought I had to open the app there myself. Displayed on my phone Droid monitor is the first-person view of a robot cockpit, Kill-Ballad style. This is just a dummy image. There's no camera built into the Honorary Prez. Not to mention there's no point in reproducing a proper first-person perspective on a hobby robot.
うちにも見せて。
I Akiho peeks at my phone droid from the side.
はあ、キルバラっぽい。
Indeed. For Kaito, that means his condition has now been met. Looks like Fraukoujiro reused his KBUI, but it's not just like KBU. It literally is the Kill-Ballad UI. UI, short for user interface. In a computer system, it is the way data is displayed to the user, as well as the way the user inputs data. It is one of the things often most cited when talking about how a good system feels to operate.
たぎるね。
うんたぎる
There's a first. I reflexively respond to Akiho without meaning to. Even I can't deny that this is exciting. Plus, this thing was built by Kill-Ballad's one and only creator.
見てるだけじゃ動作テストにもならんだろうが、ぼさっとしてねえで、さっさと動かしてみろ。
Thank you there for bringing us down to reality once more, Doc. The Kill-Ballad System 2019 help menu says the control scheme is the same as Kill-Ballad's.
コマンドの組み合わせであらかじめプログラムしておいたいろんな動作を出せるって。
とりあえず一つだけ仮で登録しといたぞ。
Yeah, we need to make sure that this works.
キルバラと同じコマンドで頑張るアッパーが出せるはず。
Yeah, as long as, yeah, everything works as planned.
基本だねやってみるか
It's a command input I do several hundred times a day, so I'd never mess it up. Upon successful input, the Prez crouches down, then stands back up while doing an uppercut with its left arm. Hey, we can finally do combat, robot style.
いいね
バッチリ。
Yeah. I think our chances have gone up significantly
誰
there.
が考えたシステムかは知らねえが、大したもんだ。
Yeah. Even Doc is amazed by the quality. The way the system works, if you just press random buttons, you'll only throw out basic moves. Pretty much like every arcade fighting game. But by combining command inputs, you can unleash more complex moves, aka combos. That seems to be its most unique feature, according to the help menu.
かい。
Akiho's face is a bit flushed, and she looks at me in excitement.
条件はクリアされたよね。ね、何しろカイもたぎっちゃったくらいだもんね。
Indeed, there's no going back on your word after the bone we've been thrown, Kaito. Condition?
オペレーターとしてロボワンに出てほしい。お願い。
Yeah, considering the fact that you're the only one who's familiar with Kill-Ballad's control schemes, you're it. Upon saying this, she puts up one hand like she's taking an oath.
カイのゲームの腕を生かす時だよ。
Yeah, you did agree. Honestly, as of yesterday, I never would have imagined anything like this. It's like the stars have aligned for us. And now Akiho's never going to accept no for an answer. It's going to be a real pain. You signed the contract, gave your word. But hey, at least now it looks like we can win. And anyway, I already told Fraukoujiro that I'd be competing in Robo 1.
仕方ないな。
Not anymore. We're in it to win it. I shrug my shoulders. Then I give Akiho a high five.
ま、約束は約束だし。
Very well said. Akiho grabs my hand and starts violently shaking it up and down. She's definitely over the moon.
ありがとう。そんな会にあの人のこの言葉を送るよ。カゴの中の鳥は干渉される道具でしかないと覚えておいてくれ。
アキちゃんは俺に手伝ってほしいのかやめさせたいのかどっちなの？
手伝ってほしいに決まってるよ。本当に嬉しいんだよ。カイの実力はうちが誰よりも知ってるんだから。
That's because I've thoroughly crushed Akiho in so many matches that I've lost count. I suppose you could refer to it as knowledge gained through pain and suffering. Well, you've gained experience, considering the fact that Akiho isn't your only opponent. Kill-Ballad.
そうと決まれば明日の夕方の出発までに種子島審査の調整をしておかなきゃ。残りのコマンドも登録しないとだし。
Well, at least, fortune smiles on us for the time being.
すぐ帰って仮眠取って朝6時に部室集合ね。
やだよ、そんな朝早くに。アキちゃんやっといて。
I still haven't packed for the trip to Tokyo either. Of course you haven't.
この後に及んでまだマイペースだな。
Because he's Kaito Yashio, that's why.
とにかくお腹も空いたし帰ろう。
Akiho hurriedly puts the Prez into its carrying case and is about to cheerfully exit the store when...
Oi! ちょっと待ちな、ロボブ。
Yeah, I think those winds of fortune are starting to turn in a different direction.
何かな、ドク。
I have a bad feeling about this. Doc is still sitting at the counter. He waves a sales slip at us.
パーツ代、締めて税込み16,000円だ。
Dagnabbit.
安心しな。サービス料については負けといてやる。それはいい。
それはいいって。それでも1万6,000。
Yeah. That's quite a lot of yen. On top of the amount of yen that we already gave Fujita previously. I watched the blood drain from Akiho's face.
ドク、うちらがそんな手持ちないの分かってて言ってるよね。鬼、こうつくばり、金の亡者。
A this is off to a fantastic start.
誰がパーツ取り付けやらセットアップやらしてやったと思ってやがる。
ドクが勝手にやってくれたのに。
Now we're back to this.
なんか言ったか。
なんでもないです。
She laughs it off, then whispers into my ear.
カイ、どうしよう。
Yeah. If we can't pay him, then we can pretty much kiss the competition goodbye.
ミッチーでも呼びつけようかな。でもあいつ呼んだって来てくれるとは思えないし。
Yeah. We can't bank on Fraukoujiro helping us out. They may have given us the program, but as the message said, we needed to pay the parts ourselves.
結局最後までお金に泣かされたか。世知辛い世の中。
Yeah. That's sadly how it is.
カイ、こうなったらうちが人質になるから、カイ一人で東京に。
アキちゃん落ち着きなよ、見苦しい。
そんな言い方しなくても。だってじゃあどうしたら。
Yeah, you already burned through one set of advanced allowances. Not gonna get lucky a second time.
ドク、
I call out to the old man.
今回のパーツ代、ロボ1の優勝賞金で払うよ。
An interesting proposition.
おお。
ん？
Even Fujita's curiosity is piqued.
カイ、今の最高にクールだった。
まあ、俺が出るからには優勝は当然狙っていくからね。って今のはちょっとキザだったかななんて思わないこともないけど。
Maybe just a bit.
お前ら大人を舐めてんだろ。
My trump card didn't work. Doc shoots us a sharp glare.
だがロックだな。
Yeah. He bends his lips into a smirk. Apparently that's his idea of a smile. Smirking. Seeing it sends a chill down my spine.
いいぜ。出世払いってことでつけといてやる。
Well, I actually managed to pull it off. That's some, yeah. Qui-Gon Jinn level gambling there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're only saved if we win, however. We need to get the #1 ranking and win that prize money.
どうも、ドク。
Let's just keep it secret that I was a little scared.
宣言したからにはちゃんと勝ってきな。負けたって支払いは1秒も待たねえぞ。
Yeah, looks like the ball is now in your court, Kaito.
任せて。
I certainly hope so. Akiho puffs out her chest with pride. For some reason, she seems so terribly confident. By the time I finally get home, it's way past 11 at night. Goes without saying that Mother is pissed, but I somehow manage to avoid being lectured and hop right into bed. It isn't until I'm in bed that I realize that I'm still not packed for Tokyo, but whatever. I can do that tomorrow, in the short amount of time that you actually have to do that. Tokyo, huh? I've never been there before. I mean, I see it on TV and in the news all the time, but I can't even begin to imagine how many people live there. And yet live there they do. And trains underground? It just seems nuts. Underground trains are actually pretty cool. Actually. I find it hard to believe that when people tell me about how buildings are lined up endlessly, going as far as the eye can see. It might as well be a fairy tale world to a rural islander like me. A world that you are about to soon witness firsthand. But it's also where Misaki lives. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited, but either way, the place sounds a little scary. In 24 hours, I'll be in Tokyo. It just doesn't feel real yet. But it will be, Kaito. It will be. Despite being fairly exhausted, I end up laying in bed for over an hour, unable to sleep. This is pretty out of character for me. I might actually be excited about this trip. Meanwhile, at the Euro General Store.
ああ、最終便で出発したよ。
I think I can guess who Mizuko is talking to. The only person who she would ever talk with. Her old friend, Misaki Sanomiya.
今日のうちにそっちまで行って一泊するってさ。
二人だけで？
いや
I thought
ミッチー
so.
が付き添い。まあ、あいつが一番お荷物っぽいけどね。
そう。
この2週間くらい2人してかなりあたふたしてたよ。秋はともかく、カイがあんな焦ってるのは久々に見たさ。結構無茶な条件出されたみたいでね。ただなんかさ、あの子らすごく一生懸命なんだよ。青春してるなーって感じ。でさ、今日になって急につきものが落ちたような顔になっちゃって、もうすがすがしいくらいに。なんか珍しく貝がロボ部のために一肌脱いだみたいだよ。どういう心境の変化があったんだかね。
You'd be surprised at the answer there, Mizuka.
って私ばっか喋ってるじゃないか。そっちでは会う約束してるんでしょ？
してないわ。
Maybe it's just me, but I'm getting the feeling that Misaki seems more than a little subdued.
は？なんで？
忙しいの。
Oh, considering that she's a PR executive for a big company.
忙しいってあんたね。わかるけどさ。
And yet I get the sense that she's deliberately avoiding her own younger sister.
秋寂しがってたよ。やっぱり連絡つかないってしょんぼりしてたし。私さ、それ見てちょっと抱きしめてあげちゃいそうになったよ。あんた最近 妹とちょっとでも話した？これだよ。いい子じゃないか。私もあんな妹が欲しかったわ。
そうね。
More one-word answers.
冷たいな。ああ、ま、それはいいとして。実際どうなのよ。一言挨拶する時間ぐらい作ってやったら？
言ってるでしょ。忙しいの。
それはわかるけど。でも、ちょっとは自分のことも考えなよ。どうせ男だってろくにいないんだろ。
見ずに言われる筋合いはないわ。
お、今の言い方、昔っぽいじゃないか。ようやく感覚取り戻してきた？ちゃんとご飯食べてんの？家とか散らかしっぱなしのままじゃないでしょうね。あんたって昔っからそういうところあるから。テレビのミサを見てファンだって言ってるおじさまたちに教えてやりたいわ。冗談だよ。とにかく後輩たちの晴れ姿を見るぐらいはしてやんなって。わかった？
そろそろ切るわ。これから取引先と会食なの。
ああ。また連絡するよ。じゃあな。やっぱりあんたはもう帰ってくるつもりはないんだね。
Seems that a lot has changed since Misaki Sonomiya left the island and the robotics club behind her when she headed to Tokyo. Or perhaps, Mizuka, you might not know your old friend as well as you think you do.
それは秋やカイだけじゃなくて、私も寂しいな。
She's hiding something. That much is certain. And we're back with Kai, with an image rendition of Gunbarrel standing very proudly against the triumphant blue sky, which is as good a place to end as any. So, when we return, adventurers, big day. Robo 1 competition at Tokyo. As always, until next we meet.